Alright, I can't have this muted. I need like a little bit of sound. That's weird. Where's my sound? Oh well, guess we're doing it without sound.
Fuck it.
Oh wait, I know where's that. Give me just a second. There we go.
pf2.
Alright, it doesn't really matter what side I play as.
pf2.
So we're gonna play as the Federation / AUG.
Aug.
AUG. Anti-Earth Union Group. Alright, so. Route A, B, C, D, or babies first.
How good are you at this game?
I mean, it's Federation versus Xeon, but with Zeta stuff added in.
Oh, we'll go B.
It's actually the exact same game, just with more characters. Ah, shit, I guess we're playing as Amuro. Alright,
Oruma.
Amuro. I was playing, I think it was one of the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games, and it instead of saying Amuro Ray, the narrator was like, Amuro Ray! We're gonna play as your favorite mobile suit.
My favorite mobile suit. It's not the same. It doesn't have the right paint job. It needs to be a weird yellow-orange.
We need to do a like next time me and you are both present in the same place, we need to do a stream of Gundam Battle Assault. I like that Amuro still said Gundam, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Amuro, you can do it.
You seem to not be moving.
We just move really slow. This Theo's a fat fucker.
Yes, he is, but...
Huh. Yeah, I remember you and Mom had a bunch of those, like, weird games that I never played. Like, what the fuck was it called? The monkey game.
Oh, yeah, there was the Monkey Madness game for PS1. That one, that was something that, really got big. We, like, borrowed that from Aunt Mickey, along with, like, a bunch of other games we borrowed from Aunt Mickey and never gave back.
Hmm.
Lucky enough, that's where we got Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah, that is where you got your copy of FF7. Oh, Final Fantasy VII. You're not as good as 9.
No, you're not. I found one of my my newest favorite streamers does Final Fantasy IX content, and I'm super happy about that.
I haven't been watching a lot of streamers. Like, I haven't followed. I want to watch them, but I just don't get around to it.
It's just something I find that because I'm allowed to watch them at work and stuff, so I just follow a bunch of people and just watch them whenever I'm at work or whenever I'm doing something.
Lucky you.
But one of the series that he started was he's gonna 100% Final Fantasy IX.
Oh, neat.
Well, it's not 100%. It's what's being considered as complete game status. Getting everything and beating like the final boss and stuff, which is what I was doing on my own until I lost my save data for that. I think actually the save data is still on my PS3, but I haven't done it in so long that I kind of just want to restart it at this point because I didn't get like super far. But ooh baby, that shot. Do you have like weird tentacle attack things?
No, but I do have like the skirt armor arms.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Nice. He also does speedruns of the game, and let me tell you, a speedrun of Final Fantasy IX is kind of pushing the term, in my opinion. Because I think the world record's something like 8 hours.
Huh. Wow. Wow, that game in 8 hours, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that seems ridiculous, but I mean it's possible. It's like 9 some hours for 9.5 hours for the PS1 version of the game, and then 8 some hours, or at least his times are. I'm not super up to date with the world records right now. I haven't checked them in a while, but I know his like PBs were 9.5 for the PS1, and then like 8.5 for the Steam version. Which is funny because the Steam version is just a port of the Android iOS version. So I'm kind of surprised.
Weird.
Yeah, text boxes go faster in the one version. Like the animation is just smoother. Everything goes a lot better in the Steam version. I was thinking about getting the Steam version just so I didn't have to plug it, like unplug everything and plug in my PS3 to play the game. It's only like $9. Super cool.
Still kind of mad I never got a PS3.
I know someone that was selling one for like $80 the other day, and I thought about picking it up just to pick it up. It's like $80 for a PS3 doesn't seem that bad.
There's a lot of things on the PS3, on like the PS3 version of PSN that I really wanted to play, but I never got to.
Yeah, I mean, for you it'd be worth it just to play through Metal Gear Solid 4, though.
Yeah. Like, I really wanted to play Ace Combat Infinity.
God knows that game's probably never going to hit any other marketplace.
I would really like if they did port that, because I'll never get to play it. Well, I got to play through most of it. Because I had Ray bring his PS3 over one time, and he brought it over, and I played through most of it.
Yeah, but I'm sure you had to skip a lot of things, or not really get to enjoy it as much.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to like. I kind of like sped through everything with Ray's help, but I did sit and enjoy all the cutscenes that I saw.
God, is Ray homeless? Because that just sounds like an excuse to like crash in a living room for for a day.
Oh, this was a while ago, but when he's still in an apartment. But yeah, but no, he is not homeless.
Because that's like one of those things where, hey man, I'll trade you playing through like 30 hours of cutscenes if I can just like sleep on your couch tonight.
And he didn't stay over. He just stayed late and left. I did at least get to play the mecha fight between Metal Gear Rex and Metal Gear Ray.
Spoilers.
I don't care. The game's like how old?
I got yelled at from spoiling a movie from the 80s. So people are dumb about that shit. People are fucking.
What did you spoil?
I was talking about. Ooh, Carl Sagan's live. I was talking about the ending to one of the Indiana Jones movies, and just
okay.
So someone just got mad about it. I don't know. People are stupid. I can't blame people too much for recent spoilers. Like, I had the huge like twist / ending to Halo 4 kind of ruined for me. Both of the huge spoilers ruined for me before I got to beat the game, which kind of sucked.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Those things that I'd rather not exist.
Look, man. I've
What?
said this before.
343 wanted money.
I was a much. When I bought Halo 3, that was listed as the final Halo game ever. I don't care what people say. The promos and the commercials for it,
They
and all the
finished the
advertising.
fight.
It was the last Halo game, and then Halo Reach was billed as the last Halo game. Because I think when ODST came out, they kind of admitted that Reach was gonna. They were already making another one, so they couldn't tell me that was the last one. So then 4 through 6, 4 came out, now 5, and 6 is on its way, I think. I've never played 5. 4 mostly forgettable. In my eyes, it's just better as 1 through 3.
Yep. I wouldn't have minded if the new story didn't include Master Chief. Like, his story was over. That was concluded. Fuck anyone who thinks otherwise.
And I mean, I don't even hate the story for 4 that much. I don't. I just... it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why it's... It just doesn't, like... Nothing about it really, like, jives. You know? Like, it just doesn't seem necessary for the story to have went that way.
Then I heard in 5, like, they played up the whole thing between, the Chief and Spartan Locke, and it ended up amounting nothing.
I couldn't tell you, because I have never played it, nor have I read anything about it.
I just heard that it ended up amounting to nothing. It could be bullshit for all I know.
It depends on who you hear it from at this point, because I've listened to enough people try to tell me stuff, and like a good example, and I'm not trying to say bad words about people, but I'd at this point take nothing Ray says for face value. So if it was Ray that was like, yeah, this is what happens, I'd have to see it.
Although Ray describing movies is probably one of my favorite things I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, I mean he describes things great. I've noticed, because I listened to him describe things before too, and he like stretches some of the. Like I heard him tell the story of like a movie that he and I saw together, and I'm like, did you even watch the movie? I was sitting right there. Like, no. That didn't even happen.
Like, he was giving us his, like, rundown of Terminator Genesis the other day. And he was describing the movie pretty well. And then it got to the point where the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator Pops had to wait for them for 20 years while they after they traveled into the future. And he just went on this 20-minute tirade about what he thinks happened to Pops during that 20 years. And I could not breathe. Like, I was in stitches. He's just like, and then he had a wife, and he was like fucking her with this weird vibrator dick. Like, oh, I can't even begin to describe what he went into.
The man is national treasure and a terrorist all at once.
Although, recently we did the.
Is this a problem with the PS2 that you're playing on? The weird like blocky thing with the mouth, or is that like an actual problem?
I just have the resolution stretched a little bit too high.
Okay. On this
PS2 that was manufactured by Sony.
So, okay.
But we were doing the Modern Masters draft at Eric's house the other day, okay? And his girlfriend calls him, and she's hysterical because there's bugs in the house, and she's like complaining to him, and she wants him to come home and deal with it. And there was a point where he just gave up trying to like argue and say, "Hey, I'm not coming home. You're just gonna have to deal with this on your own." And he's just like, "You know what, honey? Just put the bugs on the phone. I'll talk to them." like, she wouldn't have it. It was like, listen, I don't know some secret bug jutsu. I'm not gonna go home and just defeat them immediately.
I'm gonna do the same thing you're capable of doing. I don't see the whole point of me coming home and doing the said thing that you're capable of.
But like, it got to the point where me, Jay, and Becca were all standing around him and just howling. Then we were poking at him for the rest of the night. It's like, what if you come home and there's just a giant praying mantis just kicked over your house and it's just eating your girlfriend? Like, it eventually de-evolved to, like, you just open the door and Cell standing there. It's like, hello, Raymond. I will be perfect.
So, I'm going to switch topics because I don't know where to go from there with that. I want to tell you about a story of something I came across on eBay a little bit ago.
Okay.
A person was selling a $4 copy of a ROM of Batman Forever.
The ROM. As in the thing we can go to Emu Paradise and download right now.
Yeah. He was selling a $4 copy, and in, like, the description and such, it was talking about how he couldn't, all of his negative reviews were from people that didn't, that weren't like, computer literate and didn't follow his instructions. And, like, in there he specified, like, I will be sending you the ROM in a zip file. You will have to open the zip file to access the game. And he had other games on there too. But here's where it gets better. He didn't have, like, screenshots of the game to sell the game sometimes. Like, he tried selling a $4 copy of a ROM of NBA Jam. But it was listed as NBA Basketball Jam, ROM edition, zip file, instructions upon purchase. And it mentioned that he would be sending the ROM zip file through the PayPal email address, and that it's very fast because he checks his email at least twice a day.
Okay. I would just go put a review on that and just post a link to the ROM on Emo Paradise. And nothing else.
But here's where it gets funny for me is the, like, screenshot of the NBA Jam thing was a homemade screenshot. It wasn't like he took a screenshot of the game and posted it. It was like a random background with a picture of, like, Scorpion, a tiny picture of the game, and, like, a weird logo that was, like, kind of distorted. Okay. And he was charging $4. What does the instruction include? I'm curious. Go to this website, download this totally legal thing that lets you play this game, and here's the zip file for the game. Don't bother looking on said website too hard, or else you may find this ROM file with the game.
What?
$4, ladies and gentlemen. That's not even trying. I wonder how many suckers paid $4 for that. You tell me I could play Batman Forever or Mortal Kombat 5 on my PC? Sign me up!
Adore.
And there was like reviews like, I thought I was getting the game. He sent me a file. How am I supposed to play the file? I'm sorry, what?
You're sorry, what?
How are you supposed to play the game when he only sent you a file?
Oh shit, I didn't even consider that possibility. Fuck.
What do you mean? What didn't you consider?
He's there's no emulator. He's just sending you a ROM.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that in the instructions for the thing, he's teaching you how to download the emulator. I'd assume. No, he's just I don't know. But I'm sure. Oh, my favorite thing was it got labeled as rare. Rare video game ROM.
No,
Because
it's not hard to find. It was made by Rare.
I joke about that because I also stumbled across a similar thing that I found amusing. So, if you do not know, which I'm assuming you probably do know, but the people that may be watching us don't. Intact original like NES boxes or like SNES boxes with like the styrofoam and everything can be worth a good bit of money because they're a collector's item, if nothing else, right? They're a collector's item. It's the same thing as like keeping like your toy in the package. Like in the future, it being sealed is such a cool collector's item because there's like so few of those that would still be sealed, or at least still have the intact box and styrofoam, right? Someone on eBay was selling reproduction boxes.
Just boxes?
Yeah, no styrofoam, no nothing, just the box.
How much?
And it got labeled as a 1-to-1. I'll tell you everything about it first. Then I'll tell you how much. It was labeled as a 1-to-1 recreation of the original packaging. Great for souvenirs. Also great for storing your consoles in a classy and beautiful manner. This is all semi-quoting the actual eBay thing. It might not be exact words, but I know that these certain taglines were used.
But how much was he selling them for is the question.
Okay. How much do you think he was selling them for?
$20.
They were like $40.
That's a little bit high. I mean,
now,
I can understand the point of it because you can have you can basically have a decoration that's the box without having to pay like $1 bajillion for a real one. There's appeal in that.
Now, here's the funny thing, right? You can get original ones without the styrofoam, because for whatever reason, the styrofoam's actually important to collectors. You can get original ones that aren't in, like, the best condition for, like, around the same price. But they're, like, not going to be in the best condition. But, like, if you really want one, you don't have to spend much more for a real one. But here's where it gets funny. Is the boxes weren't 1-for-1. The Nintendo logos were hand-created. And you could tell this because there was this weird spacing problem with the Nintendo logos. They weren't the right color, first off, and the letters, like, at the end, like, in the IT, or the TEND part of Nintendo, were, like, all spaced out super far. And looked really awful. Someone's trying to sell you a homemade box for $40.
It doesn't even look good.
It doesn't even look good. It doesn't, like, anyone who knows anything about the boxes, like, even me, as someone who does not know that much about the boxes, I could tell right away by looking at the logo that it wasn't real. Because it was off color, the letters were off a little bit. I don't even think they were the exact same font. There were some other issues with the boxes as well. And the person selling it had the audacity, and I'll re-indicate the audacity, to claim that this item was very rare and collectible. You're right, eBay seller.
Yeah, your handmade thing is very rare and collectible, but not.
NES and SNES boxes are rare and collectible, and there is a market for them. However, your PDF file that you printed out this box on is not rare. And this is going to be my same comment to the ROM seller, that digital items are not rare. There is no digital item out there that is rare for any reason other than forced scarcity.
I saw people on eBay selling Pokemon. Like shiny Pokemon that they farmed up, they're selling on eBay, and then you like pay them the money, and then they look you up on Nintendo and trade it to you.
Yeah, or like the people that were selling like iPhones with Flappy Bird on it for like ridiculous amounts of money.
Well, yeah, the same thing happened with PS3s. No, PS4s that had PT on them.
Yeah, people are buying those fucking things for large amounts of money. Look, I'm not going to tell someone how to spend their money. I'm not going to tell people that they're stupid. Because, admittedly, PT was a really cool thing. I guess. You know, like, it was cool. And being that we're never going to see the light of day again, because the people who own the rights to it are never going to release it. And it's like the last thing ever that we're going to see. Like, that's the last created thing. Because I think that was created after Metal Gear Solid 5 was finished. So that's like the last thing between Hideo Kojima and Konami. If you spent more than like, because those PS4s went for absurd amounts of money, like completed listings. I don't know if they actually were completed. I just know that they got listed as completed. So I don't know if the transaction actually got finalized or something. But I remember seeing completed listings for up close to like $1,000. You're telling me that you spent $600 essentially for a copy of PT.
Well, I mean, you got the PS4 as well.
Yeah, but a PS4 is no more than like $400. Like, I got my PS4 for like $300. So a PS4 is no more than $400.
Yeah, that is still ridiculous.
So you're spending $600 for the copy of PT and $400 for the copy of the PS4. You're stupid. You're very, very dumb. And I do not feel bad for anyone that did that. Same with the people that bought iPhones worth like $600 with Flappy Bird on it. You're stupid.
Well, let's not get overly judgmental. People can spend their money on whatever they want, no matter how pointless it is.
Like I said before, I called them stupid. I'm not one to call you stupid, nor am I one to judge you for how you spend your money.
But you're stupid.
But you're stupid! That's dumb. I've spent money on a lot of dumb things in my life. A lot of dumb things. That's dumb! Fuck, I wouldn't spend $30 on a copy of PT. Cause it was free. It's not a game. It's like a 20-minute thing. Flappy Bird's just stupid. Very, very stupid.
Flappy Bird's just stupid. Fuck it.
It is. There's like 40 different clones of it now since like that whole Flappy Bird thing happened. Like, everybody and their mother were like, it's super fucking easy. We can make a clone of this in, like, 2 minutes. And they did. My favorite of people spending money on stupid shit is... I've been bored lately because, I don't know, I've lost a lot of motivation to do a lot of things lately, so I've just kind of been laying around and staying in bed and stuff. So I've been playing a couple more mobile games than I'm used to. And I'm perfectly fine if a mobile game that actual effort was put into, if they want to put in ads, if I don't want to pay for the version. Like, I really enjoy Plants vs. Zombies. It's a very stupid little game, but I enjoy playing it. And I picked up the second version, and they have ads in it because I didn't want to spend $3 for the game. That's fine. I didn't spend $3 on the game. That's my choice. I'll sit through a couple ads. It's whatever. A different game I picked up was free, and there's ads in it. But it's like, you can spend $20 to remove the ads or something. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I don't mess around with a lot of mobile games. Although, I think the best one I did mess around with was, Fallout Shelter. Fallout Shelter is really well put together.
There are a lot of mobile games that are really well put together, but I just want to reiterate that the game wanted to charge me $20 to remove the ads and give me like 100 or 200 some in-game skips of levels. So, they were like, it's like a little word finding game. It's like really stupid. It's basically like a word search, but they don't tell you what words you're looking for. They tell you the topic, and you have to find the words. It's a really stupid game, but it's held my interest long enough that I've played it for maybe like a couple hours. Mostly because I've had nothing better to do with my hands. And I didn't feel like getting out of bed. But the absurdity that they're like $20 and we'll remove the ads, which show up at every couple levels. Like every 5 to 6 levels, you get a 30-second ad for usually a different app. And you get like 200 hints that'll help you find words. $20 for me to skip the ads and not get to play the game? Sold! It's a free game, and I'm gonna spend $20 to play more of the game / not as much of the game.
God, you were like starting to sound like the Mark Madden of video games.
Sold! You got me! $20! You should have told me sooner. I could spend $20 to do a little dumb word search.
Oh, I think my favorite thing that I've actually spent on something dumb like that was there's this MOBA game called Smite. And they had this founders pack thing for $30 where you just get all the heroes forever. Like all the ones that are currently out and any ones they release in the future, you just get.
Smite's free to play, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all MOBAs are free to play. That's how they make their money, is micropayments from you having to buy all the characters.
Yeah. But that is a legitimate thing they're selling you. $30, you get to play the game. With whatever you want to do, here's all the people. That's a legitimate thing.
Yeah, $30 for no micropayments ever again. Well, unless you want skins. Which,
I mean, we can get into a different argument about that, because you and I are on different sides of the skin argument.
I'm fodder for skins. But I only get them anymore if I earn the enough in-game currency to buy them, or if I get if they're on sale. I won't pay $10 for the skin for a MOBA character. Fuck that. I don't even play enough MOBAs for that to even be an option to me.
Or $10 for a new Overwatch skin or whatever. It's all dumb. You're all dumb. All of you are dumb.
If it gives me new gameplay related things, sure.
Garrick and I were joking.
But on Black Ops 2, I thought $1 for a camo pack was reasonable. $2 for a camo pack was reasonable.
I mean, sure. I'm not going to argue with this because I think we both know the same truth about it.
Huh.
It's not giving you anything more. You have a certain affinity for aesthetics, probably more than the average person.
I think I got my $2 worth of enjoyment out of all the camo packs I bought.
Yeah, whereas I wouldn't, because I would use it and I'd be like, this is kind of cool, I guess. I wish I didn't spend $2 on it.
Like, if it was $5, no, I would not own it anywhere near as much as the camo packs from Black Ops 2 as I do.
I just there's a limit to what I think is acceptable. I think spending $2 every once in a while, it's $2. That's literally nothing. I can find $2 on the ground if I look hard enough, right? Like, you can just pick up enough change to pay for that. That's literally nothing. There comes a certain point whenever microtransactions or stupid payment things, I just become absurdly irritated over. Because while I would like to believe that I am not stupid enough to spend $10 for a skin or something. It's kind of the anger issue sort of thing, where I'm going to school, I'm working my ass off, I'm doing hard work, yet there are people that can sell for like a mobile game $20 and we'll remove the ads and you get a bunch of free skips to help you out in the game. And there are people that buy it. I know there are people that buy it.
I just don't like that a lot of mobile games like appeal to addictive natures.
Yeah, I mean that is the problem, and they're like, and that is a big problem I'm having with some of the mobile games that I've been playing recently. Like I said, I only play mobile games for literal absolute. I just don't want to get out of bed and don't want to do anything. It's something I can dick around on my phone with.
Now, when they have those little micropayment thing and it actually offers something towards gameplay, then I don't.
Well, that's whenever you play a that's like that like balancing the line of moral grayness, right? So if I'm selling you a game where part of the game is digging holes and it takes an hour to dig a hole, but if you spend $30, you can get these gems that make the whole dig in 1 minute.
Oh yeah, I don't like pay to like speed things up.
Yeah, I have a huge problem with that. I don't have a problem with, and I guess this is a thing that I fall under even today. I don't have a problem with paying for like a membership to a game to access the entire game. I do that every month, and I've done that most of months of my life since I was in like 5th grade. I've paid some amount of money to play a game.
I don't know if MMOs are worth a subscription fee. Like I like MMOs that are free to play but have a decent like an in-game store.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I can't stand in-game stores. I won't mess with them. But I don't mind paying for a complete game.
Well, here's the thing. The one that did it the best, in my opinion, is Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online, you can play the whole game. Like, front to back, max out level a character. All for free. The thing is, though, if you want, like, want one of the final tier ships, you have to, like, chuck out $20 for one.
And that is
more reasonable than a subscription fee to me.
I disagree, because with a subscription fee, I can always choose to stop paying it if I want to, and I have. But if I pay my $5 a month, because that's what it is, it's like $5 a month. If I pay my $5 a month, I get to access everything in the game. I can beat the game, essentially. I can reach the final end of everything. I can do everything. There's no barriers. And I would rather that than to play a game for free and then come across something. I'm like, I want that. And it's like, it's $20. It's like, that's not fair.
I don't think I'd like to pay $5 a month versus paying $20 once.
But that's only for one item, though. That's one item you get for $20. Now, if you come across another and you're like, I want that too, that's another $20. But it's basically saying that no matter what you do, you cannot have final tier items unless you pay money, and I don't like that.
But my argument to that is, by that point, like the point where I got to the final tier ship, and I played through like all the the storylines in the game and got to enjoy about 95% of the game. I think the game earned $20 out of me.
Yeah, that's a fair argument. I can agree with that. But it's like a lot of different... I've seen a lot of MMOs where they'll abuse that sort of...
Yeah, I don't like when you have to buy like the final raid gear. Or like shit like that.
Yeah.
Or like booster packs. Fuck booster packs, okay?
That's actually a funny thing, because China is, like, really cracking down on that shit. Because of, like, anti-gambling laws and stuff.
Like,
so,
I don't mind buying, like, a booster pack for something physical, like a pack of magic cards. That's fun.
I mean, I'm fine with booster packs depending on the situation. Like, I don't really like the whole booster pack thing that is anything that isn't a card game, really. Yeah. I don't know, there's something about it that just doesn't feel right. Like, one of the big things that I come across a lot is I play a lot of games where there is both PvE and PvP.
Mm-hmm.
So not having, and that's where the whole having like the end game stuff behind a paywall is kind of like irritating. Like, if I have to pay for like the top level stuff like that $20, or else I can't play with like my friends that I've been playing with this entire time because they all got it and stuff, it just kind of sucks. Now, if you're playing a game on a single-player experience and you don't really care about other people, yeah, sure. Then I'd rather not pay $5 a month, and I would rather, if I want to, buy the $20 ship. But if you're not playing it by yourself and you're playing it with friends, then there comes like that weird issue, you know?
Well, the thing is, the other thing about Star Trek Online, it's been almost a completely single-player experience for me. Like, I've rarely interacted with the players in that game. Very rarely. Like, I was part of a fleet just for the benefits of it. Like, I didn't even talk to them.
Yeah, and that's when we're talking about two different sort of things. Where that's not even MMO at that point, that's just kind of a single-player experience. But there is a problem with that, though, that a lot of those sort of MMOs are shutting down because they can't afford that sort of business model.
STO is still, to my knowledge, going strong. Like, they just started a new season. Like, I don't know how well the player base on there is doing. But
last time I checked, they're actually suffering. They, like, well, I remember reading an article about it, because I keep up with a lot of different games, even if I don't play them. And it was something talking about how the player base is kind of dropping off, and how they're not making enough money in return to, like, maintain servers properly. That is a big thing, though, where if I'm going to play something where I have to pay to play, if I have to pay to play a game, as in like a membership service, there has to be constant updates. The second like constant updates and constant corrections and constant support and fixes stops, then you're absolutely not getting any more of my money. And that's something that a lot of MMOs have learned, unfortunately, that they take a little bit too long in between major updates and major content additions, and that's why a lot of them have failed.
I think I'm about done.
Sounds good to me.
No, I've just gotten bored of the game, so, and we've been going for a while, so I was enjoying the conversation, I hate cutting it short, but I need to stop playing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, well, if you're watching, thanks for watching.
Thank you, everybody.